Hey guys, it's Marshall Ting with your Paris Stockyards market in a minute for today, September 14th of 2023. So we have had a very busy day, a great day, but a busy day. This has been quite possibly one of our biggest September sales that we have had in quite some time. So we sold 2,741 head of cattle through the barn today, and out of those 2,741, there was 11 loads of calves, and we had yearlings. A really strong set of yearling offering today. We had several sets of 8s, 9s, and even thousands. We had one big offering, was going to be 200 head to be 4 loads of 1,000-pound cattle, all in one offering, plus some 6-weight heifer cattle that I know you guys think I'm just trying to jack with you that this heifer market is strong. This deal was super high. I mean, 261.60 on a set of 6-weight heifers. So stay tuned to the end to get some full details. But I'm telling you, this heifer market is booming. Now, as far as your feeder cattle, you're seeing some buyer selectivity, and I'm going to call your feeder steers and your heifers both unevenly steady. But there are some exceptions. So you're seeing a little bit of on your plainer type cattle, some of your softer cattle, your balling type cattle, they're going to be back a little bit. But on the same hand, if you go all the way up to your precondition, your hard cattle, your turnout cattle, your cattle that are ready to face fall in October, there's an extra premium on those type cattle that is very strong. Now, as far as your heifers, unevenly steady as well, but once you get over that 600-pound mark, these guys could not get enough of them today, and that market really reflects it as we go on. Now, your weigh cow market, we'll call it unevenly steady as well. You still saw some really strong numbers. You might have had some softer places here and throughout the sale. Now, as far as your bulls, bull market steady. We had some really nice, lean, sure enough butcher type bulls that really rocked the bank. And then on some of your plainer type bulls, your lesser dressing bulls, you did see a little bit of a softer spot in those. So unevenly steady across the board, but your highs on these cattle are really strong right now. Let's talk about these little steer cattle worth. So your 4-weight steer cattle, we'll call them 240 to 270. They topped off at 302. 5-weight steer cattle, 235 to 260. They topped off at 280, 100. Get up there to your 6-weight steer cattle, 230 to 250. They topped off at 280 as well. Now, as far as your heifer cattle are concerned, your 4-weight heifer cattle, 222 to 252. They topped off at 263. 5-weight heifer cattle, 230 to 245. They topped off at 253 and a half. And then once you get up here to your 6-weight heifer cattle, 225 to 247. And like I said, had that really outstanding load traded at 260, 160. So that's a really good sign. Now, like I said, your heifer cows, or excuse me, your weigh cow market, a little bit of fluctuation in it, but they're top. Your top end of this deal is really strong right now. $1.29 was going to be your top selling weigh cow. $1.52.50 was going to be your top selling weigh bull, and that's a good deal. Now we had a little slight, not a slight, but we had a lesser cow offering than we had last week, but still had some really quality type cattle in there. Top selling bred cows, $1,785 on those. Top selling pairs, $1,400. But check out these lows. Like I said, we have sold several yearling cattle today. 11 loads in total, but check out these numbers. So start with your steer cattle. Here's 62 head of black steers, 898 pounds on the average, 244 and a quarter. So that's a strong enough trade there. Make them a little bit heavier and the string bigger. Here's 130 head of black steers, 917 pounds on the average, 237 and a quarter. Make them heavier. 58 head of black steers, 987 pounds on the average, 228.50. But check out this big deal here. Here's 200 head. There'll be 4 loads of them now. 200 head, 1,037 pounds on the average, all blacks, 226.50. But here's the rising star of the whole entire show today. 79 head of black heifers, 655 pounds on the average. So we're not talking light sixes, we're talking middle sixes on these heifers, 261.60. That is an outstanding trade on a 6-weight heifer calf. I don't care where you're at across the continental United States. That is a really strong number. So, and always, and don't forget, next week we'll be offering a 25 cow package. It's going to be a herd dispersal package. There'll be 25 bred cows, some with calves on side, but that'll be next week right here about 5 or 6 o'clock. So stay tuned. If you have any questions on that, call Randall, call the girls in the office. They'll sure enough get you hooked up with the details. But as always, on behalf of myself and everyone at Paris Stockyards, we just want to say thank you so much for your business. We truly are farmers doing business with farmers. And if there's anything we can do to help your livestock marketing needs, we sure would love to help you out. Have a great weekend. See you next week.